We just heard an amazing hardware presentation, and now you need to change the mind that we are a software presentation. And we are focused on drug discovery using AI. And DLeader is D for drug and data and DX. So with DLeader, every researcher could be the reader of those things and to bring a life-safe drugs faster. Here is our team. I am spent my master and doctoral degree in Osaka University and find small molecule to target the RNA for drug discovery. And so I am actually can see there is some gap and opportunity and something need to improve in drug discovery. So I'm more charged in life science and drug discovery in this startup. And we also have two co-founders, and they are more expertise in AI application, and it is the PhD in Tokyo University. And we also have experts in AI agent and infrastructure. So we collaborate together and could bring the really practical, useful tools for drug discovery. So I guess today you must maybe not that familiar with drug discovery. So I'll give you a brief insight. So from an idea to market, so for the drug, that takes over 10 years and even longer, and it costs over $10 billion. And there are several stages. For example, the early drug discovery stages, it takes 2 or 3 years. For example, in my case, I take 4 years to publish a paper for a small molecule drug to target RNA. And sometimes it's longer, sometimes maybe 10 years, 20 years. That is a very normal case. And the next is the preclinical stage. That would take about 3 to 5 years. In this stage, people need to further improve the properties of a drug. For example, very tiny modification of the structure and reduce the toxicity and do the cell experiment, do the animal experiment, etc. And after the preclinical stage, they will be enter the clinical stage, and this is a very crucial stage because they would do the test on human, and it will take more than 3 to 7 years. And also, like there are 3 phases, and the most drug failure will be happen here. So, but anyway, and after that, the drug will be approved and enter the market. So. We are more focused on the early stage because some failure could be involve the consideration in early stage. And so I list 2 critical limitations here. So when people trying to use AI to accelerate drug discovery, many people still like individually do the planning and execution for the whole workflow, which makes the process work slow, and more importantly, they will easily to miss the steps and cannot get optimal result. So this is the first pain point. And the second pain point is also a lot of pharmaceutical companies they're looking for is we call the new modalities, the new mechanism, and the new drugs. And the most of application with AI currently is focused on targeting protein. That is kind of more traditional. But we are, for example, we focus on RNA therapeutics. That is the next generation medicine, and we are building an app can support that. And I also can give a case study for that later on. Before that, I guess you are heard about AI agent, and you know about AI agent. So AI agent is can do auto planning and to usage compared to the independently execute each task. It is very organized and time-saving and intelligent. So we bring this into Qingwen, and in Qingwen, it allows researchers and users can start with a question, and we generate suitable AI for drug discovery workflows and connect to data and information models for them, and eventually we give them the final report, and this will be finished in 15 minutes in some case. And originally, probably people need to work in weeks. And also, we have some self-design workflows, for example, for RNA therapeutics, so people can explore more new modalities with our platform. And we cover the important timing in a life cycle of new drug, for example, the data curation. We can help people to prepare their own data set for each different task, and so that they can get a better training model or like even better hypothesis thinking. And we also have auto drug discovery workflow that is directly lead them into the output. That is a drug, for example, ASO drug design. And we also cover this IND preparation. IND is one important step before the drug go to the clinical trial. So if this step is can be faster, like normally now people still using people to do that is too slow and complicated. But if we can do the automation for this, and that would be very helpful for pharmaceutical companies. And here is one very simple case study with auto ASO finder. So imagine that you are a researcher and want to find these ASO drugs. It's called antisense oligonucleotide drugs. And you want to target this MALAT1. MALAT1 is a long-coding RNA. It's a very important target in how can I say, in RNA researchers world. And it is related to a lot of disease, including cancer, like lung cancer, breast cancer, etc. And also the non-cancer disease, like neurodegenerative disease, diabetes. So it's a very important target, but it is too long. It is over 8,000 nucleotide lengths. And if you want to find this ASO, this is only 20, for example, 25 nucleotide lengths. So it's very difficult to find. And you need to consider about the folding of this structure and the RNA binding proteins interaction, the functional region, etc. So it is a very complicated process to find this sequence, and it takes 1 to 2 weeks for researchers. But with our Qingwen platform, we can find in 15 minutes with desired properties. And not only one sequence, we can list all potential sequence, and the researchers can just pick up one they want, or like pick up several they want. So it's a very promising and useful platform. And we are now doing 2 POC with 2 researchers in university now. And on the right side, you can see the market goals with the antisense oligonucleotides. And it's growing. It's definitely promising market. And what we want to see is more people are using our platform in these new modalities. And also we want to see, once more people use our platform, that this market will be grows more. And this the same goals is happening in US and also Japan. So this is our market size. The total addressable market is about $25 billion US, and in the first 1 to 2 years, we are going to achieve about 1%. That is about $250 million US, and we focus on universities, needs more farmer, and a few big farmer in Japan. And this is our business model. We are B2B SaaS, and with some early adopters co-develop with us. And the small farmer and university are our major target, and we also target the mega pharma. We help them to improve the productivity like up to 20%, and also help them to find the new modalities, and also find the IND files be very useful. So far, like we are the second year, still in a very early stage, but we have four entities onboarding on our pipeline. So we have 2 researchers focused on antisense oligonucleotide discovery in university for early drug discovery. And we have 1 lab for doing data curation for preclinical stage. And we also have 1 biotech is planned to onboard, and we already signed the LOI. And this is my last slide. So we are the second year, so we are definitely looking for more potential clients. They are pharma and biotech, want to do the automation in their drug discovery and focus on early stage. And we are also looking for the fundraising, about $1 to $2 million US for the beta releasing, and our beta release will come by the end of this year. And we are open to collaboration. So for the data, for the model, that we can explore the unknown challenges together. So I think that's all my presentation. Open to any questions or comments or ideas. Thank you very much.